to LA. I'm just going to start with a shot of exactly where we're sitting because it's completely amazing, but it's facing into the sun. So we're going to have to turn the camera around to do the broadcast. But welcome to West Hollywood. Hi. Let me just squeeze the phone down here. Okay, got it. Hi, I'm Angela. We've met before in the Kuwait broadcast, and before I'm owner and director of amiRelocating, and I've got somebody helping me with the broadcast today. This is Nick. You need to come in a bit. It's like a really small area. Hi. So Nick is. Do you want to introduce yourself? That's probably easier.
Yeah. I'm on holiday relaxing. I run an IT service company back in the UK as well called PCR.
So we're both out here, we're both from Glasgow entrepreneurs, and actually not doing business in LA, just taking a couple of days to chill out, but what an amazing place.
Yeah,
this
crazy.
is my first time, but you've been here loads, eh?
Yeah.
So we're getting stuck into all the LA delicacies. So I've got the non-alcoholic smoothie, Nick's got the
alcoholic mimosa, which essentially is a Bucks Fizz for us British people.
But I also do have a local lager. So this is a Prankster Pale Ale, which is from a California brewing company. So that's the only reason that we're drinking at 7:30 in the morning, isn't it?
It's allowed when you're on holiday.
Yeah, we've not been doing that for the rest of the holiday. Yeah, absolutely not.
Have we?
And we've also got some food coming. So one of the big things about LA is how huge the portions are. Eh?
Yeah.
Food is crazy here.
It's like most of America, the cost of food's so cheap, so they just give you 10 times as much.
They give you loads.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Crazy.
So I think we've each put on a bit of stone since we got here.
Yeah.
Is that a bit better? Perfect.
That's why the camera's only coming down to it here.
Yeah, no, totally stopped. You're right, Laura, it is always 5 p.m. somewhere, and I think for you guys it's like 3:30 just now.
Yeah. It's a Friday though, so you
yeah,
can
it's a
start
Friday,
early.
so it's 5:30 in Dubai. Hi, Dubai. And we also have, we ordered a couple of drinks, we're just waiting on one coming, and the one that's coming is a jalapeno margarita. Oh my god, it's apparently a local delicacy. I'll try that one, yeah, I'll do that. So what brought us to LA, and what would LA mean if you were bringing your business over here as well? We've got some fun facts and figures for you, as always, but likewise I'm wanting to kind of hear a lot from Nick about his experiences of what he thinks being here, and also comparing it to sort of other cities that we've spoke about before and what we've done before. So just to start off with, LA is the second largest city in the US. It's got an $830 billion economy, which coming from Glasgow, I think you could buy Glasgow about 20 times over for that amount of money. It's frightening figures. So that means there's loads of opportunities. It means there's plenty of opportunities for you, whether you're a startup, whether you're an existing business and you're wanting to grow, whether you're already in the US or whether this is your first market into the US. So the metropolitan area, so LA is really tough to kind of describe, isn't it? So LA is a city, and it's also a state. Is that, no,
there's a county. So the county of LA, and it's made up of multiple cities, and big cities being LA City, which kind of covers like the downtown areas. You've then got City of Hollywood, City of West Hollywood. You have some further out, which is like Long Beach, Santa Monica, Venice Beach. There's about 11 million people that live amongst the whole county. So coming from, again, a country like Scotland, it's kind of scale you just can't imagine all being in one city rather than, you know, and moving around is quite tough, as we've seen this week. Yeah,
moving around is really tough. So we were down at Venice Beach and Santa Monica the other day, and thankfully Nick is a friend with a car, but if you don't have a car here, it's like Uber or it's Lyft. There's no way really to get. Hi, sorry about that. It's the connection with the phone. I hope this is better. So welcome back. This is take 2. We were just briefly talking there about the different locations and the traffic in LA. You'll also hear we're right beside a road, so you can hear for yourself just how busy the traffic is.
Yeah.
I know. And this area that we're in, Nick, this is West Hollywood. Do you want to tell us a bit about this area?
City of West Hollywood. It is. It says up and coming. It has been up and coming for probably a long time, but it's, as we heard from the woman in the Uber driver yesterday, she grew up in West Hollywood but can't afford to live here anymore. It's one of those areas that it's taken quite a jump in property prices. It is a very diverse area. It's home to a lot of the big parties that happen in LA, things like the Halloween parade that they have, there's New Year's celebrations. It's a kind of, it's a very diverse part. It's a very diverse part. This particular part here, we're in the gay part of West Hollywood, funnily enough, called Gay WeHo, and it's literally just a bit of everything, as you've seen.
It's so much fun.
It is, yeah, exactly. It's just completely crazy. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
it's
probably
good.
the kind of more party side of LA.
And this is quite close as well. So yesterday what we did is we walked from here down to the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So it was about 2.4 miles. I was
So
dying.
a lot of
Oh
walking,
my God.
34 degrees.
You were fine. He's
Yeah.
like, you're marching up hills, and I'm like, oh, I need a break. So I kept asking for stops, like I was 5 years old or something. But yeah, the heat was crazy. It was 33 degrees.
Although the humidity was low, it was only 50%
Yeah, it
humidity,
wasn't that
which is
bad.
nice, which is why we could
Yeah.
move. If that was hot, more humid, then we would have been dead.
I couldn't move. So yeah, but we walked all the way down. But to be fair, it's still a bearable walk. So if it was slightly less hot, then you're actually really close to that kind of stuff. And we walked along Sunset, so we saw Whiskey a Go Go. Tried to get in, but apparently it's not a bar; it's a venue. So there was this band practicing for night, and I'm in there like an absolute tourist, taking pictures of like Jim Morrison stuff. So yeah, we had to leave there. But yeah, so it's actually quite close to the sort of main attractions that you would think.
Right.
And when we went down to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, we went into the Dolby Theatre, into the Man's Chinese Theatre. You can see the Hollywood sign from there. So it's like all these iconic parts of LA that when you think of LA, you think of those are relatively close to here.
Yeah.
But on the other side, you've got this like, as it's called, a sprawling metropolis. I mean, you've got like miles and miles and miles of
Yeah.
the
If you were to
valleys.
look up a tourist book for LA to visit, and actually the woman put it really well yesterday in the Uber, that you need to plan exactly what you're doing and when you're going to do it, because everything is so spread out. So like even just doing what we did yesterday, that's probably what, half a day worth of looking around, and that ticks off some of the big stuff. But there's so many other things people want to see. So people might say, oh, I want to go here, plus I want to go to Santa Monica, plus I want to go to Venice Beach, plus I want to go to Disney, plus I want to go to, your days of stuff because of how far
Yeah.
out everything is. It's not like if you go to another big city like, say, New York, where you could actually do a lot of the main stuff in 1 day or 2 days, because it is a compact city.
Yeah, and it's so
Can't do
easy
that
to get
here.
around as well.
Yeah.
Even if you end up like at the other side in New York, you can jump really easily in the tube and get back. If you end up on the other side of LA, I think you're as well just getting a flight home. It's that big. So that's a brief kind of overview of the going out scene of the kind of touristy stuff. But what about actually doing business here? So my amazing colleague Blair, as always, has given me some great facts and figures. So basically, there's a couple of certain areas in LA where they're trying to encourage you to come in and do business, and they've set these up as business incentive zones and state enterprise zones. So they're called BIZ and SEZ. Now, the business incentive zones mean that you get things like federal grants, you get better access to kind of business partnerships and networking opportunities, you get tax incentives, and basically everything that you need to help you create a new business. And the state enterprise zones, they're actually even at a higher level, so you then get access to sort of incentives to enable you to... Is that us?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I don't know if you heard that, but our jalapeno margarita has arrived and we've been warned it's spicy.
You can try that when you're sick.
Seriously?
I think you should do it on camera with your face
Right,
right
okay,
in the
right,
lens,
okay.
so everyone can see your reaction to it.
Oh my god, that's horrible. That's
Just
so
the
bad.
worst.
Yeah, that's the worst thing ever. Oh my god.
I feel like you should try it just because.
It's 7:40 in the morning.
Is it spicy?
It's so bad. Yeah, try it though. Try it. It's great. Oh,
This is going to become one of these shows where people just drink. It's like Alan Carr.
it's like what is it? Gary Vaynerchuk used to do the wine library.
Have you seen Alan Carr's TV show?
No.
Where he makes all sorts of weird cocktails and gives it to the
Of course, he gives
celebrities.
it to them. Oh my god, well, you should definitely do that. That is bad. So back to business. Oh, it's
What?
good. So business incentive zones and state enterprise zones.
Why would you even want to drink that?
These have been designed to encourage you to come and set up your business in LA. That cocktail has not been designed to encourage anybody to come to LA. That's absolutely
You're still
disgusting.
struggling to speak, actually.
Really struggling to speak.
Mimosa washes it down.
Yeah, Mimosa washes it down. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Can you talk about LA for a bit?
One of the most amazing things I've found about the US is they serve bottomless drinks. So if we were to come to this particular kind of bar and restaurant on a Sunday, as is most of West Hollywood, which I will be doing this Sunday, no doubt, you can buy a bottomless mimosa. So it'll be about $15, which, well, normally that's maybe about £8-9, but at the moment it's like £300 because of the exchange rate.
Exactly.
But you can literally buy a bottomless mimosa and they will literally come and just continuously refill your glass. Could you imagine on a Sunday, George Square,
Oh my God.
Weatherspoons, they allowed bottomless pints of
That
lager
would
or
be
something.
crazy.
What the street would look like afterwards.
And,
But you
and does it
literally,
get rowdy here as well? Like,
No.
is it no? Everybody's like,
No.
so everybody's
'Cause
mature when it comes to alcohol. We need that in Scotland.
it's the atmosphere that West Hollywood's got. West Hollywood is a very open, relaxed, fun atmosphere.
Right.
So it doesn't actually go that way at all. But you literally, you go out at night, and something we've started to have back home is Sunday Funday.
All right. Okay.
Which kind of, I don't know when it first started back home, but now out here everyone does Sunday Funday.
Right.
Sunday at
Everybody's
Funday is more of a
brunch right.
and you do more with your Sunday than you do with your Saturday sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, it means you're hungover for work on a Monday.
Yeah. Don't do that.
But you literally could go somewhere and buy like an omelette or waffles or something. And get a bottomless mimosa for probably about $15 and just sit there for hours just drinking, and they will just keep
crazy.
coming and
And they
topping
just
it
keep
up.
filling up.
You don't need to ask them; they literally will come with a jug.
They
and-
better not. If you see anybody coming to top up that margarita, like stop them, right? Rugby tackle them, okay? So when it comes to industry, what industry you're in depends where you should go. Now, obviously, LA is iconic for the entertainment industry. So from the Hollywood sign to the Paramount Pictures, which was named after the area of Paramount, it's definitely its most prominent export, and it's what it's known for. But it's also got a lot of other industries, and they are split into sort of hubs as well, which makes it easier for you to find where your kind of tribe should be, if you like. So you've got tech and media hubs in Santa Monica and Pasadena, and you've got the sort of fashion industries in downtown. You've got defence in South Bay, which is quite well known, and the West Side is more the sort of kind of retail side. Also, there was a really, really interesting fact which Blair told me, which actually makes sense when you think about it. There's been two sort of stages to the internet revolution, really. And California and LA in particular have been really, really influential in both stages. So at the start, internet was all about infrastructure, and it was all about building things and creating and bringing people together, and it was all work related and getting it up and running and everything like that. And LA was extremely pivotal to that. Now the internet age is all about content. It's all about entertainment. Like, we want to switch on our phones and be entertained by somebody on YouTube. We want to be connected in a way like through social media, and LA is leading the charge with that second phase as well. So if you're in a media company, if you're in a tech company, LA really is the place to be. Plus, when you bring your business here, you're getting so much more than just the kind of automatic business help and networking opportunities and everything. The way of life is unbelievable. I mean, the sunshine, the space, the access to travel, travelling throughout the US is so easy. I mean, I got here from New York and my flight was 5 hours, and
that's coast to coast.
Coast to coast. Yeah. And the difference between LA and New York is vast. But you can go really easily to San Francisco.
Yeah, an hour by plane, 5 hours on the road.
Yeah, you can even drive it in 5 hours.
You can even do a weekend in Vegas for about a 5-hour drive, or in a 1-hour flight.
In a 1-hour flight. So it's the access to other areas like that. So if, for example, you're quite interested in setting up in multiple locations, LA is a great way to do that by having access to these other major hubs surrounding it. Also, when it comes to networking for your business, there's a couple of really, really big and well-known sort of startup organisations and networking organisations here. Things like Dow's Startup Conference and I'm having to read my notes here in case I get it wrong, the Coblasses Startup Weekend in LA. So they're well known throughout the entrepreneur community, and it's the access to people that you get at these things. Yeah. Also, LA has a huge investor and angel investor, and
a lot of people come here that have money to relax in the hills or go to Beverly Hills or something like that.
So these are the people that you're going to be rubbing shoulders with when you go down to the farmers market, and these are the people that you're going to be bumping into when you're working in your state enterprise zones, things like that.
I got the chocolate chip pancake.
Amazing, thank you.
And let me just get you, your silverware's right there.
Thank you very much.
Just
stick that down in there, is that okay?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
I feel like I just want to call you Meredith.
Yeah, no.
I love that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So one other thing we wanted to tell you about was how amazing the food was. So this is a standard breakfast.
Should I lift the camera?
Yeah, will you lift the camera? Is that okay? So this is just a standard breakfast. You can actually flip it around, I think. And then, yeah, put it down. This is called home skillet, which has got hash brown, bacon, fried egg on it. Absolutely huge. Comes in the thing that they actually cook it in. And then this is just a standard breakfast dessert.
Yeah, Americans love their pancakes. Nothing like a good stack of carbs for breakfast.
They actually look so good.
It does look good. We should probably finish this quickly so they're not...
Can you manage it? we only really bought these things for the show. Like, we were trying to make sure that we had enough kind of stuff to show you, and we're like, yeah, we'll never eat it. I think I'm going to eat it, I've got to be honest. So yeah, just to finish up, so LA, creative capital of the world. 1 in every 6 people in LA work in a creative industry. That's a really, really high figure. It's quite interesting when you consider, like, yes, it's an entertainment capital, just how many people live here. So out of 11 million people, 1 in 6, that's a lot of people. Also, you've got things like, when you're thinking about your business, what difficulties are there going to be? So obviously it's going to be great to stay here, the way of life is fantastic, but like we've talked about, the cost of living is very high, especially just now if you're coming from the UK with the exchange rate. It's not fantastic. You'd really need to be in LA and earning money in LA and making your money in dollars in order to get the most benefit from your business. Coming here and setting up with money from your UK business is always going to be tricky. Also things like traffic, which we touched on, and the fact that the city is so big. So if you're thinking about setting up in LA, or you're thinking about expanding into LA, what I would do is come out, get to know the different areas and pick your area, because you're not moving to LA, you're moving to one particular part of LA, and just make sure that everything you need for your business is covered in that area. Think we've missed anything?
That's
okay?
a lot of information.
It's a lot of it. Think out, oh, don't we? So we're going to get back to our chocolate chip pancakes. We're going to get back to our huge breakfast. I'm not getting back to the jalapeno margarita.
No,
but I can take that away.
Someone else can have that.
But we'll say, oh Brian, I'm so sorry you're tucking into your tracker bar. But we will say bye and cheers with a lager and a mimosa, and look forward to seeing you next week. Bye guys. This is